How simple is simple? Part 2. In Part 1, we looked at the bacterium Pelagibacter ubique. What was hinted at in the previous video is how lean Pelagibacter is. Evolution appears to have trimmed away almost everything that isn't needed for survival. Pelagibacter is one of the simplest free-living organisms ever discovered. Let's review some of its features. There are more than 1 million base pairs and over 1,000 genes, and that is only one aspect of the creature. It may be able to live with a few more or a few less genes, but not many. Many plants and animals have large stretches of DNA whose function is still debated or unknown. Pelagibacter has very little of that. In 1996, biochemist and Professor Michael Behe wrote Darwin's Black Box. He introduced the idea of irreducibly complex. Irreducibly complex simply means every major part must be there before the system can perform its main job. Behe argued that systems like this pose a challenge for explanations based on gradual, step-by-step evolution because every part appears necessary for the final function. He argued that no convincing gradual evolutionary pathway had yet been demonstrated. An example he used was a mousetrap. It contains a base, a spring, a hammer, a catch, a holding bar, and if you remove any part, it will no longer function, and it cannot be gradually made. A real-life example he cited is the bacterial flagellum. A flagellum is a molecular motor attached to a tail that spins the tail like a propeller, moving the bacteria through its environment. It is made with 30 to 40 protein parts that include rotor. This is the rotating part of the motor that spins. Stator is the stationary part that provides the force helping the rotor to turn. Drive shaft is a rod that transfers the motor's rotation to the propeller. Universal joint. This is a hook that is a flexible connector that lets the propeller rotate at different angles. Propeller is the long whip-like tail, aka a filament, that acts as a propeller that pushes the bacterium. Bushings are ring-shaped supports that keep the drive shaft centered and spinning smoothly, reducing wobble and friction. If one of these parts is missing, the flagellum will not turn. We see these types of structures in nature. I don't understand how they could have evolved. Were we made by chance or by design? What's your perspective? Share it in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Follow if you find this information interesting or helpful.